Hey crafty friends, Gianna here. I am part of Kendra's Card Challenge design team, and today we are going to take a look at the April 2025 bonus printable. This amazing wood grain wing and bloom digital card making kit that Kendra has put together. Amazing. I mean, just look at those colors. If you are part of the official, all access, or VIP tier in the Patreon group, you can download it there from kendrascardchallenges.com. So anyway, let's look at some of these amazing items that Kendra's put together. Curated, I might say. I love the wood grains and all the sentiments and all the different fonts and everything. It's really just a great variety of images and papers for you to work with. Look at those parrots. I mean, wow. Wow. And some florals, get well soon. And all of the wood grains coordinate as well. I think I like the teal one the best, but look at this. It's kind of looks like a smoke, colored smoke drifting, and those butterflies are just amazing. This might be one of my favorite bonus printables. I can't wait to show you the cards that we're going to make with it today. I'm going to use two of the sketches. I'm going to use sketch number 9 and sketch number 5 to do a couple sample cards to show you just how I put it together. But there are so many variations that you could do with this, and bringing in some other solid cardstocks as well. Wow, wow, wow. And don't forget, there is also the color palette challenge. So you can use this paper, it perfectly coordinates to do any project. So scrapbook page, journal page, cards, and then you can use the QR code there and upload your image. So let's start with sketch number 5, sorry. And I have everything pretty much cut. I just need to add some little banner edges to some of the pieces. And you can see here, yes, I gutted this piece of black cardstock to make the layering layer for my circle. But no one's going to know. I mean, now everybody's going to know. But, once the card's put together, nobody would see it. And so I use a piece of parchment and I give it a good smush. And this is just part of my card making routine. I do it to make sure there's no glue worms, where you put the glue on and then it will dry and leave little bumps and kind of little worm trails underneath your cardstock. And we don't want that. So I give it a good smushing. But look at this blue wood grain. And it's almost a tealish color. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I print on an Epson printer, and I do use a matte photo paper. Get it off Amazon. So right now I measured where the middle was, and then I'm going to snip up the middle and then across. Turn it over because it's a little bit easier to see on that side. I am not a fan of cutting these, but you know what? Measuring them in the middle, that really helps. And I love that kind of rainbow smoke. It's so different. I don't know that I've seen another paper that's similar. Had to bring in my big scissors for this one. It was just a little too long and I didn't want to miss where my point needed to be. As always with the card sketches, they are a jumping off point or a starting point for you to be inspired and make them your own. Granted, on these two cards, I did stick pretty darn close to the sketch itself. I love sketch number 5. There's just something, I like those wide banners that are there. And it's a great opportunity to show off these papers. And so I'm just going to get everything glued down. I did choose one of the floral images with the feathers as my focal point, and I think it is perfect. the colors in there. I wanted to do a parrot, but I wanted to stick with the circle and I didn't want to have to trim any part of the parrot off. So I'll save those for another card. But don't worry, they'll be used. And this one goes across, and so I'm just cutting my little banner edges. And then I learned this from Tracy from Not Afraid of Color, and she takes a black pen and kind of blacks out the edges. And I thought, wow, that is just such an awesome like finishing tip. I should have done it on the others that I already have glued down, but I forgot. But it does give it just kind of a finished edge. You don't have the white of the paper showing unless that's what you want. But I really wanted the dark because I have the black papers and the black layers. So there is my floral image. Love. Obsessed. It is so fantastic. And this card, these sketches go together so quickly, especially if you've done your homework ahead of time and already have your pieces cut. So there we go, get that on there. And look, sketch number 5 is done. And that one is pretty darn close to the same thing. And I keep all of my cards and their sketches in these little plastic sleeves. And they're all numbered, so I know which one goes where. So number 9 is, again, some banners, but different. The same, but different. It's just banners. And this one I love. I do a little kind of trying to figure out where everything's going to go. Forgot to trim my layer down. And I do it just a smidge inside of 5 1/4 or 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So they just step down by like a 1/16 of an inch, maybe an 1/8 of an inch. I don't know what that is, but it's tiny. And this one, I'm going to mount my sentiment on the coordinating cardstock that I use as my card layer. And I don't want to measure, so I just glue it down and then use the edge of my finger guard there as my guide to where I want to trim it. And there we go. Thanks. There's such a variety of sentiments in this kit. You have so many options. And if you did all 15 cards, actually there's 18, using this paper pack from the bonus printable, you'd have some outstanding cards. And a sentiment or an image just about to go with every one of them. And you can mix and match. And they're just amazing. Kendra really knocked this one out of the park, I think. It seriously is my favorite. I love that little smoky one. And so I picked some of the wood grains and some of the smoky ones. And I'm going to go ahead and speed this up because you've already watched me cut banners. All right, well, we're zipping through getting that part done. Let me just remind you that you can upload a single sketch to the Facebook group. You can upload all 15 of your cards through the InLinks party that you will find on the Patreon group. The same with the color challenge. There will be an InLinks party there as well. But if you want your cards to be part of the showcase, those are in the Facebook group, and that will all be in the description box below. So again, here I've trimmed my ends. I'm just going around my edges to give it that finished look. And we're going to finish putting this card together. I have to lay my sketch out because I got to remember where everything goes. And I always do a dry run or an audition to see what papers I want where. And I had them in mind when I cut them, and then when I stuck them in the envelope, I forgot which ones I wanted where. So I'm going to go ahead and go with all of the wood grains on the bottom, and I'm going to put the patterned paper on the top. So we'll get these all glued down. And I turn everything upside down because it makes it easier for me to visualize that it's straight. I could have pulled out my little T-ruler, but I didn't. I just eyeballed it. And we're just going for it. But I love these wood grains. And the wood grains against that other smoky background, I think is fantastic. And what an awesome card. And it could be for anybody. It could be a masculine card. You know, it could be for a young person, for an older person. This one just says thanks. But it would even be a beautiful, you know, Father's Day card, Mother's Day card, sympathy card. And all of those options for sentiments are available in the bonus printable. But you do have to be one of the either the official, the all access, or the VIP tier, paid tier for Kendra's Patreon group. And that's what gets you the bonus printable each month. If you upload any cards using this bonus printable, remember to use the hashtag KCC18 2025 bonus. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic day.